Amazon just dropped a massive AI upgrade for Alexa, turning it into a full-blown personal assistant that remembers what you like, plans your day, and even watches your security cameras, all for a price. Some say it's the future of smart assistants, while others think it's just another way to squeeze more money out of users. All right, first off, let's talk about pricing, because that was one of the biggest bombshells. Amazon's Alexa Plus is going to cost $19.99 per month if you're not a Prime member. I know, right? That's quite the jump from the old free Alexa we've all used for quick questions and timers. But if you already have Amazon Prime, you're totally in luck. Alexa Plus comes free with a Prime membership. So for Prime subscribers, there's no extra fee once this early access period wraps up. For everyone else, it's a separate monthly charge. A few insiders said Amazon originally toyed with lower price points like $5 or $10, but ultimately they landed on $19.99 for non-Prime folks. Now, Amazon has said it'll roll out to US customers first, starting in the next few weeks under an early access program. The rest of the world will need to wait a bit. They mentioned something like in the following months for other countries, but they haven't pinned down exact dates yet. And interestingly enough, that's got some people scratching their heads. There's no major legal blockade that Amazon cited for skipping out on a simultaneous global release, but historically, Amazon does tend to focus on the US market first. For those trying to jump on board early, there's a priority list if you own or purchase certain Echo devices, specifically the Echo Show 8, 10, 15, or 21. If you already have one of those, Amazon might send you an email or a device notification inviting you to try Alexa Plus early. Once you enable it, it'll work across compatible Echo devices, Fire TVs, Fire tablets, and even your web browser or a new mobile app. The older Echoes, like the first-gen Echo Dot or Echo Spot, will stay on the original Alexa. They won't be upgraded to Alexa Plus. So, what's the big deal about Alexa Plus? Why is Amazon making such a fuss, and why tack on a monthly subscription for non-Prime users? According to Amazon, Alexa Plus is all about generative AI and large language models. In fact, it looks like Alexa Plus uses a mix of Anthropic's Claude and Amazon's own LLM technology through their Bedrock platform. The result, at least in theory, is a voice assistant that can handle more nuanced conversations, maintain contextual awareness, and follow up on your requests without you having to repeat stuff over and over. Let's get concrete with some examples. One of the new selling points is how Alexa Plus can remember your personal details. If you say something like, "Hey Alexa, I'm trying to plan dinner for my family," it might recall that you're vegetarian, your partner can't have gluten, and your kids love pizza. Then it can suggest a recipe or even reserve a table at a restaurant, thanks to integrations with services like OpenTable. And that's not all. Suppose you mention you're planning a music-themed party. Alexa Plus can keep that context in mind and help you order groceries, for snacks, queue up a playlist from Amazon Music or Spotify, and even send out invitations if you give it your friend's info. They're calling these behind-the-scenes orchestrations agentic capabilities. Essentially, Alexa Plus can navigate the web, talk to third-party APIs, and get tasks done without you micromanaging each step. Now, let's say you've got a home security camera or a smart doorbell. For instance, if you own a Ring device, Alexa Plus can show you camera footage, automatically check if someone walked your dog, or see if a package arrived. In fact, one of the earlier demos included Alexa Plus scanning home camera footage to confirm if your pet was let out or if the mail carrier dropped something off. It's basically a voice-driven security guard. Of course, that also makes some people a bit uneasy about privacy. After all, that's a lot of data funneling through Amazon's ecosystem, but Amazon claims it's beefing up privacy protections. Alexa Plus is said to have strong encryption, local processing for especially sensitive commands, and easier ways to review or delete your voice interactions. There's also a centralized Alexa privacy dashboard that lumps together your settings, allowing you to see and manage how your data is used. They promise transparency, but we all know it's one thing to talk privacy and another to deliver it seamlessly. Still, there's hope that these measures, plus multiple layers of security, will ease concerns. What else can Alexa Plus do? One feature that's got folks excited is the ability to analyze and summarize documents. Imagine forwarding a long HOA agreement or a 30-page PDF to your Alexa Plus account. And then you can just say, Alexa, can you give me a quick summary of the key rules I need to know? It'll theoretically break everything down into digestible bullet points. Another scenario is using Alexa Plus as a study buddy. You could upload notes or slides for a class and ask it to quiz you or generate short questions. Some people are really pumped about that, especially if they juggle a busy schedule. For more everyday stuff, Alexa Plus will still do all the standard voice assistant things: timers, alarms, checking weather, playing music, and controlling your smart lights. Only now, it's also integrated with new home standards like Matter and Thread, meaning it should be able to connect with a wider variety of smart bulbs, thermostats, or vacuum cleaners. So if you're heavily invested in a smart home ecosystem, Alexa Plus might just be a big leap in convenience. Now, during Amazon's big showcase, there were a few hiccups. Press reports said that sometimes Alexa Plus needed repeated prompts or delivered a quirky or incorrect answer. That's not surprising, given that generative AI models can still hallucinate or misinterpret certain prompts. And on Reddit, some folks are complaining that $19.99 a month is no small chunk of change if you're not on Prime. Meanwhile, others say they're all for it because they've felt stuck with older, clunky voice assistants that barely do anything beyond telling jokes, setting timers, or checking the weather. There's definitely a split in user sentiment, with some praising Amazon's big AI leap and others calling it a cash grab. Then there's the big question of how well Alexa Plus will truly handle these advanced tasks day to day. Amazon has tossed around huge numbers for Alexa's installed base. Some say 500 million devices out there, others say 600 million. Regardless of the exact figure, a ton of households have at least one Alexa device. So if the upgrade is as big as Amazon claims, that's potentially hundreds of millions of people tapping into advanced generative AI. From a user perspective, it's neat that it will feel less robotic and more like a real conversation, following tangents and picking up where you left off without repeating everything. One extra tidbit, Amazon also teased that Alexa Plus can handle visual tasks, meaning it can interpret photos or scan images. They didn't go super in depth, but the notion is that you could say, hey Alexa, take a picture of this item, and it might analyze that image, maybe to see if your fridge is low on certain groceries. Of course, this raises more privacy questions, but it does sound convenient if used responsively. Also, it's worth mentioning Amazon Kids Plus integration. There's a specific kids mode, so Alexa Plus can be more child-friendly. If you want advanced kids features like bedtime stories, you'll need an Amazon Kids Plus subscription. But apparently, if you're in this early access group, you might get a free 1-month trial of Kids Plus. On top of that, parents can set up voice IDs for their kids, so the device will automatically switch to a child-appropriate mode when it recognizes their voices. And regarding availability across devices, Amazon says you can pick up your conversation on any supported device, start on an Echo Show 8 in the kitchen, then continue with the Alexa mobile app while you're in the car, and maybe finish up on your laptop browser at alexa.com. If you want a bigger screen to read through a summarized document, you can do that via a Mac or PC. That continuity might feel super futuristic for those who juggle tasks on multiple screens throughout the day. Anyway, that's the lowdown on Alexa Plus. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Are you excited to try it, or is $20 a month a deal breaker? Let me know, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.